Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Jay from T&J and we are here just fresh off elimination. We had a good season and the goal is to get better every season, so we did get better, but look at this. The Mariners win their first ever World Series, defeating the Giants. It feels good that they didn't win the World Series because they beat us 2 years in a row. So they lost, but look at this. Right away the Rangers are interested in offering you a trade. Let's just see what they're offering me. So they're offering Tyson Ross, who's a pretty good starter, but he hasn't really impressed. I mean, he's just a good starter. For Jorge Soler, I'm gonna have to say no to that one. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna do this. Let's decline that trade right away. So here in the off season, let's just advance here. So here we're gonna have to sign some people. So right away, we look at our team here. It looks like nobody's really retired, so we're fine with that. Looks like Adrian Beltre went to the Hall of Fame. So here we're gonna actually sign all of our guys pretty much. I mean, everybody's gonna get re-signed pretty much. Robinson Torino's actually, I'm gonna let him walk because I wasn't impressed with what I saw from him. He played one full season under us, hit 236, so I don't know. I think it's time to move on. Most of these guys are going to get re-signed. Let's just see who else. Looks like the relief pitching's fine. Jet Bandy, I'm going to offer him arbitration because he probably wants way more. So he wants 3.3 million. He's not worth that much, so let's just see who else. Jurickson Profar, I'm actually going to let go as well. I don't think I posted that trade now that I think about it. Let's look at trade. Okay, so the trades are gone now, but to show you who I got for Jurickson Profar, I actually got this guy, Josh Morgan, along with that Jurickson Profar trade. He's a pretty good prospect, a B prospect, 23 years old. He's in AA. But anyway, let's just I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit past these contract signings just so I don't bore you guys with all the mumbo jumbo. But let me just do this really quick and let's just see who else is a free agent across the league. So here I do need to sign a coach. Let's just see who's available here. So we do have a couple of guys. This guy is pretty decent. Arm accuracy +3. So I do want somebody that helps with arm in the outfield because particularly Lewis Brinson is going to be our full-time center fielder now. So we're going to need some help there. Let's just see who we can find. I actually like this guy, Ray Millar. It looks like he is available for hire, so I'm going to give him what he wants. Let's just see if that pans out. So look who is a free agent. Manny Machado, Josh Donaldson, Daniel Murphy, Paul Goldschmidt, Jose Iglesias. It looks like these guys are all free agents. Brian Dozier, Kelvin Herrera, Familia is a free agent, Gio Gonzalez, Neil Walker. There's a pretty big free agent class here, and you know what, Manny Machado was there too. I mean, and that's a superstar right there. I want to see if I can get him, because if I can get him, I mean, that means that another spot in the infield is going to open up. Somebody's going to move then. Somebody, I mean, I have VR, Thames, Arcia, and Travis Shaw in my infield, so if I get Machado there, somebody's going to have to move. That's a guarantee. So I'm going to offer him a contract, to be honest, because he is worth a first-round pick given up. So you know what? Let's offer him a mega deal here. Let's just try to get him out of the hands of the Orioles. They offered him a 6-year. I'm going to give him a 7-year deal, $217 million. There's no way he's turning that down. He needs to come. Let's just see, because honestly, Manny Machado, I mean, this dude is a beast. Should I get him? I don't know. I don't know if I should get him. I don't think he would come to Milwaukee in real life. So you know what? Let's just pass on that. Let's pass on that. I'm getting a little too excited there. I don't think there's anybody else that would really come to Milwaukee. I want to keep this as realistic as possible. So let's just advance a couple of days here. So Trevor Rosenthal signs with the Tigers. $30 million deal for 4 years. Let's just see the best offer from Machado. So look at that. The Royals are in on it. They offered him a $210 million deal for 7 years. They're still behind because he might want to re-sign with Baltimore. It looks like $186 million. He's taking a $30 million pay cut. I'm surprised. Paul Goldschmidt looks like he's trying to go to the Nationals. Looks like they're trying to double up there because they did just re-sign. I believe they re-signed Bryce Harper. I'll check that later, but let's just advance a couple more days. Let's see what we get here. So it looks like I hired a pitching coach. So the Cardinals signed Familia. I remember facing him on the Mets, so he's a pretty good pitcher. Ryan Dozier signs with the Nationals, $63 million deal. Kelvin Herrera signs with the Rangers. Josh Donaldson to the Rangers as well. So the Rangers are making pretty big moves there. Now look at the Royals. The Royals are now focusing their attention to Paul Goldschmidt. It looks like they couldn't get Machado because where did Machado go? Did we just see that? Okay, so he just re-signed. So it looks like, yeah, he re-signed. Let's just keep advancing here. So Garrett Richards signs to the Rangers. Rangers make another deal there. Paul Goldschmidt signs with the Royals. He gets $100 million. Let's see where we're at right now. So let's look at these. Let's look at some free agents because I do need somebody up the middle. Let's just see. So I actually noticed this guy before. Brian Abraham. He is a 5'8", 22-year-old. He doesn't have any MLB experience. But look at it. I can offer him a 1-year, $70,000 deal. I'm gonna take that any day of the week. Let's just see who else we can get on a deal. Who is this guy? Warner Stewart. So he's 20 years old, 74 overall. He's an outfielder and 81 arm strength. And look at his hitting. His hitting's pretty good. I'm gonna try to sign him too. And look at that. He has no service clock, so he's gonna sign for a 1-year, $70 million or $70,000 deal. So we're gonna take advantage here. I don't see anybody else. He's 57 overall though. I don't really see anybody. Jose Bautista is there. Now this is intriguing because I like Jose Bautista. Joey Bats, his discipline is 91, which means I play quick counts, so which means he's gonna get a lot of good counts. And I might revisit that, but let's just see. Let's just advance maybe a couple more days. Remember, we're still keeping our eye on Lance Lynn. It looks like he's still in the qualified phase, so let's just advance a few days. Looks like that Brian Abraham accepted it. Let's go. Warner Stewart accepted. Let's go. So now we're still not past that. Oh, actually, let's look. So we're past the qualifying offer deal or phase. So looks like Lance Lynn is free to sign without giving up that draft pick. So Francisco Rodriguez, man, this is a pretty intriguing deal too as well, because if we sign him, he's coming back to Milwaukee. Remember, he had a pretty good string. Let's see if they have their stats in here. Yeah, so he had a pretty good string of 2 years, 38 saves here, 44 the year before that. He was actually an all-star the 2014 season, I believe. I believe he was. He was an all-star one of those 2 years, but look at his whip that year, .86. I mean, he was beasting. So let's just see who else is available. I mean, Lance Lynn looks like he is going to be our guy. I mean, because think about it. Geronimo Reyes is knocking on the door. We just need somebody to hold it down in our rotation. So I'm going to offer Lance Lynn a 1-year contract just to see what he's got. You never know. He could come onto our team and just start killing. So remember, Lance Lynn played for the Cardinals. He pitches pretty good. I mean, look at that. He has 12. He went 12 and 10 last year. But look at his whip. His whip is pretty good. 1.29 for his career. He doesn't you know, he doesn't have a high ERA, never had a high ERA, never had a high whip. So I like this. I'm going to offer him that contract. Hopefully he signs with us. So let's advance, because we don't really need any outfielders. We don't need any infielders really. We did need a backup, but we got it. So we do need a catcher as well, but I'm thinking about getting Jacob Nottingham a chance, because he's our #1 prospect in real life as a catcher. So maybe he can get a chance in spring training, show what he's made of. So let's just advance here. Let's see where we end up. So Lance Lynn accepts the offer. So we finally have our, oh, let's stop that though. We finally have our pitching rotation set, unless another trade happens, unless a team comes along and makes us a offer. So let's put Lance Lynn in there. There we go. Joey Bats signs with the Brewers, 1-year deal, $4 million. Let's get it. So we have Joey Bats now. So this is interesting, because Keon Brox is probably going to get moved down to AAA to make room for Jose Bautista at the MLB level, because I don't really know. Because wait, let's just see. I have 23 guys on my active roster. Okay, so I must be missing some guys here. So so I only have 5. So who's not up here? Oh, okay, I remember, because I let go of Robinson Trinos. So Jacob Nottingham is actually probably going to get moved up to the major league level, unless I sign another catcher. Because it looks like I have pretty good, yeah, I have pretty good backups here. I'm not going to keep 5 outfielders. I'm going to keep 4. Probably 2 infielders, Hernan Perez, Garrett Cooper, and then another catcher, and then another pitcher probably. That's what I'm probably going to do. Jacob Nottingham, let's move him to the MLB. What does that say? Oh, he's not on the 40-man. Okay, there we go. So Jacob Nottingham's going to get his chance to shine, and let's move him to the MLB right now, just to see where we're at in AA. So looks like we need some prospects. We should probably sign some AAA guys. Looks like we don't have enough players in our organization. I'll handle that later. Let's just advance in the offseason here. So the Dodgers, right away when I hit it, the Dodgers are offering me a trade. Let's view this right here. So they want Warner Stewart, the guy that we just signed, a 20-year-old left fielder, and they want to give us Rich Hill. Rich Hill is old. I mean, we're not going to take Rich Hill. He's 39 years old. That gets a heck no. So let's just keep advancing here. Let's see, where am I? So I guess sim off season, because okay, Jet Bandy got awarded his $2 million, so I guess it's less than the 3.3 that he wanted. So here we go. So we actually didn't address one thing. So I said earlier in the offseason that, maybe it was last episode, that I wanted to address speed on the base pass and that leadoff spot. So Jonathan VR, he was injured for the second half of last year. Let's just see where he ended up with his stats. So he ended up hitting 248, probably 200 less at bats than the previous year, but he hit 248. He had more stolen bases, but that was just because I was just being aggressive with him. It wasn't, I don't know, a lot of those were pass balls and things like that. He didn't draw too many walks. He didn't strike out too many times. He didn't hit too many doubles. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like I feel like I just need a change. And plus at second base, it seemed like he was making errors. And even when I was turning double plays, there were crucial double plays I needed turned, and he didn't have the arm strength to get it done. And another thing on top of that, he's 27, and I don't know, he might be injury prone, because remember, he tore his MCL, was out for like 6 months, plus that, it was 6+ months. You know, the one thing that I'd be giving up in this is that he can play every position. Look at this, first, third, short, and center field. So I'm giving that up. But here's the thing, his potential actually went down from a B to a C. So on top of him getting injured, he's been declining because look at his speed, 94. So when I first started this, I think his speed was at 98. It's went down 4 ticks. His stealing and base running aggressiveness was at 99. Now it's at 97. All of his fielding attributes have went down as well, and his contact. So all his attributes are actually declining. He's only 27 years old and he's on decline. That's not a good sign. He does have some good player quirks. He can hit breaking balls. He can steal bases, but I don't know. I'd need a fresh face at that leadoff and that second base position. So I actually find Jorge Mateo. So Jorge Mateo, if you don't know, he is actually one of the top prospects in the New York Yankees organization. He actually got traded in the Mets in this franchise, but it looks like last year was his first year at the MLB level. It looks like he did not. Oh yeah, okay. So he played last year, 241. He's decent. 22 stolen bases with 303 at bats. So let's compare that to VR. So he had 303 at bats, 22 stolen bases. VR had 359 at bats, 35 stolen bases. So VR did steal bases at a faster clip, but I feel like he can get on base better. Let's see, his on base percentage for VR was 340. Let's see Mateo's was 304. But the thing is though, he's 23 years old. He's on the rise. So I'm willing to give this guy a shot. It looks like he's pretty good on defense as well. Look at his arm strength, 75. So those double plays that I need to turn, he can do that. He can also play shortstop as well. You know what? I'm gonna put this trade through. I'm gonna see if they accept it. I'm actually gonna trade Russell Hopper. If you remember Russell Hopper, I signed him last year in free agency because he just had like amazing hitting stats. But the thing is though, he has deep potential, and he started with a 74 overall. He's declined to a 71. Even after making the All-Star game in AA or AAA or wherever level I put him at last year. But because I have Lucas Erceg here, and I feel bad for Lucas Erceg because he's stuck behind Travis Shaw. Unless Travis Shaw comes up with an injury or something, he's probably not going to play. And he has no secondary position, so he can't play anywhere else. Josh Morgan behind him can play second and short. So if I ever needed Josh Morgan, if he ever moved up far enough, he can play at multiple positions. Erceg can't. So you know what, I'm gonna make this trade. Let's see if they accept it. So it looks like they accepted it. I honestly like it because I give up a guy I didn't really care about in Hopper, and then I give up VR, who a lot of money came out the books. $26 million in salary came off the books, and we only got 510 back. So if we look at Jorge Mateo's contract, let's see, his contract is only $510,000 owed for the next 3 years. I mean, that's a good contract. So that means we save a lot of money. You never know, we might try to make a trade here for a superstar, because we just cleared up a lot of cap. We cleared up a lot of money, so we have a lot of money to go after somebody. So who knows, if Jorge Soler, he could be a trading chip here. He's not guaranteed a spot right now. He's guaranteed a starting spot, but he's not a part of our future like Brinson is, or like Arcia is, or now Mateo is. So I don't know, because we signed Jose Bautista, remember that. So we have a guy that can actually step in left field if we ever did decide to trade Jorge Soler. We did try and sign Warner Stewart as well. So man, his hitting stats are so good. You never know what's gonna happen, because we got some decent outfielders. We got Kyle Wren, who is, I'm tempted to just see what he's got, to be honest. I'm tempted. John Taylor is our top outfielding prospect. He's pretty good. His hitting zones are small right now, but he's only 22, so I'm not really worried right now. Then we have Bug Powell. Then we have Brett Phillips. We have Corey Ray. I mean, we have a plethora of outfield prospects, so we're not really worried there. If we need to trade Jorge Soler for maybe a star starting pitcher, maybe to add to Lance McCullers. Lance McCullers is 89 overall now. We could probably do it. Josh Hader's there. Geronimo Reyes is coming up. We can build maybe a potential monster of a pitching staff, and our bullpen's pretty good right now. I mean, we can maybe trade for another relief pitcher. We'll see, but that's gonna do it, man, for this off season. We're going into next season with a new prospect starting shortstop, Jorge Mateo. His overall is gonna go up too as well, because I'm gonna make him a starter, and you know, he's gonna go up a little bit. His morale's gonna be boosted and everything, so I'm happy about this new start for the Brewers. We get another Dominican, which is pretty cool. These Dominican players are taking over the league. But you know what? Hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode in the 2019 season this time. Peace.